This one comes to us from Raw Story, and it's about one of the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You know, the more
Russell Nelson Sr. He traveled to Nairobi, Kenya to deliver a message from the Lord, it says here.
Just fuck,
because
man.
It came from Deseret News, which is the state-run media in this state. Over 2,000 people showed up to hear him speak. That's not that big of a crowd, man.
Not that much, yeah.
East African Mormons made Nelson's visit a priority. I forgot that he fucking got ordained with the black smoke or the white smoke or whatever it was that they do.
Yeah, whatever.
I forgot that he's the new guy. I forgot. He, on his visit, a priority, and traveled hundreds of miles to hear his message. Nelson spoke against East African Mormon tradition that requires families to pay a dowry in exchange for a bribe. Okay. That's not the Lord's way, he said. The Lord's way is to be married in the temple for time and all eternity with your children sealed to you. Yeah, that's fun. Mm-hmm. But he also spoke about poverty, and that's the reason I'm bringing this one up this week. He said that poverty is a spiritual issue and can only be broken through the act of tithing.
Motherfucker.
You better come with that fucking money. You better come correct with my cash or I'm going to cap one of you fuckers.
Bitch better have my money.
And you're taking like dollars from these people. That's the fucked up thing, is that like, why don't you come? Don't you make enough with your fucking like business holdings and shit?
I don't know any other way to describe this other than just fucking evil.
Yeah. He said, and he continued here, we preach tithing to the poor people of the world because the poor people of the world have had cycles of poverty, generation after generation. And guess what's going to happen if some of them feel like they have to pay tithing and they can't that month? Some of them are going to resort to crime, you dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
He said that the same poverty continues from one generation to another until people pay their tithing.
That's not... that... You motherfucker.
One man, Mr. Charles from Uganda, traveled more than 16 hours to hear Nelson speak. That's a long fucking time to travel for anything, man, especially this guy.
And then to be told, oh yeah, you're only poor because you're not giving us money.
Yeah. And Charles said that his message on tithing encouraged him to return home and be the change in his family. You know, instead of looking at him going like, I gotta eat, man. He's like, I will share with them the importance of us having temple recommends. The importance of you having temple recommends. That tithing is going to break the cycle of poverty, and the importance of educating our children and doing away with dowry is part of our culture. I'm okay with the dowry thing. I don't care. You know?
Yeah, do it, don't do it. That's a cultural thing. I mean, I understand why it's not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. And it says here, the church plans to build a temple in Kenya, but Nelson said he's more interested in building up people by tearing them down and telling them that if you don't have our money, we're not allowing you in our church anymore.
That just...
Here's what he says in this last little quote. He's like, I don't know how long it will take to build that temple, Nelson said, but let's have a little contest. Yes, because that's exactly
that's what they want.
Fucking people. Yeah. See if you can build your lives to be ready and your ancestral documentation to be ready when the temple comes. Gross. That's fucking nasty, dude. How do people
taking advantage of people? Just
poor people. How do people stay around in religion when this is obviously what happens?
How do people support this? How?
If I knew, man, we wouldn't be doing this show. We would be getting people out of this fucking religion. But it's not happening, and people are going to continue to keep propping up this church because they think that that's such a good thing. You know, I need to make sure I have my temple recommend. As I found on my vacation that a lot of people seem to take that thing very fucking seriously when I was just like, it's like access to a nightclub where nothing happens. Just, I don't understand. I don't get these people at fucking all. And they keep propping up these old geriatric dudes that are just working completely against these people's self-interest. Somebody that was a leader of a church would be like, look, we got you for a while. We'll take care of you. We'll bring people into the fold. Keep telling people about the message. But, you know, if I had a religion, that's how I'd do things, because you're going to get more money from people in the fucking United States than you're ever going to get from people in Kenya.
Yeah.
And besides, you guys have so much fucking other stuff in the bank. You guys have make $4 to $6 billion a year. You're not hurting for anything, and you don't dole out that much because you like to think that you're some sort of fucking powerhouse when it comes to donating stuff. And let me tell you, your 35 million over the last 10 years doesn't mean shit when you bring in 6 billion a year. Just God, can't believe these people.
they have more that just fucking stop.
They have more than they're ever going to need, and they're not going to share. That's the thing. They're just going to keep holding on to it and keep dragon hoarding all that gold. Until one day the fucking Hobbit and a whole bunch of dwarves are going to come by and take it all away from them.